The entire premise of the gun control debate in the United States is completely and utterly ridiculous. And it's not for all the reasons that a lot of people think it is, where you're going to argue about the Constitution or facts and statistics of violent crimes committed with firearms. The reason why it is utterly ridiculous is because we're talking about the United States government determining what weapons are safe enough for other people to use. And the reason this is ridiculous is because for the past 2 decades, the United States government has had a program, the drone program, where it uses sky robots to blow up individuals they have deemed to be terrorists. And by their numbers, not me, not you, by their own numbers, 80%, or 4 out of the 5 people that they unalive, they openly say we're just in the wrong place at the wrong time. So that means 80% of the people that they are unaliving, they just go, oops, didn't mean to do that. So you have an entity that has weaponized sky robots firing missiles at people, and by their own numbers, they do oopsies and hit the wrong person 4 out of 5 times. And now that entity says, you know what? We need to determine what is safe for other people to own. It's ridiculous beyond words. It's not even that they don't have any credibility. It's that they have the opposite of credibility. They aren't even at 0 in credibility. This would be like sitting down and having a conversation about veganism, about whether or not it's ethical to eat meat, with Jeffrey Dahmer. And him taking the position that it's wrong for you to consume beef, pork, and chicken because it harms animals. And you just, dude, you eat people. Like, you're a predator that eats people. Like, I'm not having this conversation with you. So, before you even sit down to have this conversation at all about gun control in the United States, you should probably say, like, maybe the entity looking to regulate this should get its oopsie to got 'em ratio on its drone program to at least 1-to-1. Like, I'm not even saying that you need to be perfect. Just get it to be 1-to-1. For every one person where you go got 'em, you get 1 oopsie. Like, get it down to those numbers, and then I'll sit down at the table and talk with you about it. But until then, like, this is just utterly ridiculous. Like, it's not even worth having a conversation about. How do we do this? So it's not even a glass house stone throwing contest. It's utterly insanity. And for you to even sit down at the table and debate this is ridiculous. So stop having the conversation. The moment that anybody says to you, we need X law, regulation, or whatever, say, I'm not interested in letting the people that kill children with sky robots in foreign countries tell me anything about safety or regulation with weapons. No, I'm not having that conversation. Period. And don't come off that point. Just go like, no, as long as they have a sky robot death program, they don't get to talk about this. No. And then don't come off it, ever.